So the story, the last session started with both Taka and Kova having some bro time together in the beds, 5 feet apart because they're not gay.
Yeah, we failed our roles as well, so we didn't really bond.
Yeah, you didn't actually bond. You had this very sort of intense conversation about your respective pasts that both thought that the other was being far too self-indulgent about it, and kind of ended up a bit more distant, if anything.
Yeah, it's like we were trying to find common ground, but we realized we didn't really have much.
Yeah, you actually kind of everything about the other person, you despise. So, whereas meanwhile, Loban and Sora were off having like a merry gay time together. Went to the pub. Loban drank a dirty pint. They then sat down with the guys from earlier, whose name I can't remember. Rishi was one of them. I feel like Rishi and Michael. Rishi and Michael, you're right, yeah. Rishi and Michael were there, and they were like, they had a little bit of a chin wag. Meanwhile, Julio was having a little talk with Nigel. We don't know what about yet. Maybe we'll find out this session.
Dun dun dun.
Fingers crossed. I think at that point, Taka had gone to sleep, and Kova had sat in silence, pretending to be asleep, to avoid the social awkwardness of it all.
Hearing him snore.
Yeah, I decided that Taka's a snorer.
Thunderous snores.
I decided he's someone that, as soon as his head hits a pillow, he's instantly asleep and snoring immediately.
Yeah.
No wonder Blake hates you. He never got any sleep.
Right, you know what? That's why I was thinking. That's going to be the source
himself.
of why Blake hates me. I went for the whole Dragon Ball Z Broly sort of approach.
Oh my god, yes.
Not only that, but Taka makes up a lot of shit about him as well, which are established in the last
I think
episode.
I'm going to make that canon.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works. You can't just decide what's canon for these NPCs, Obi.
That's James' job.
This is my rules, my world. Some of it is true. Some of it is largely exaggerated. And some of it is a complete fabrication. What then happened? Oh, yeah. And then Loban and Sora went to the prison to see what was going down there, where they met with the Cabbage Man, who he had like a little cabbage business that he was working on, but it had all burnt down in the fire. And he was now he was actually quite excited to start his new pirate life. You also met Steve, the young guard, who was the only one committed to actually doing his job, while the others were being a bunch of like filthy layabouts and getting nothing done. Loban found out that one of the guards has the only key to the cell, and knows that he's a notorious drunk. And got that information. Nearly started a fist fight, but was pulled away by Sora before she could lay down that first punch. Following on from that, they returned to the bedroom, woke up Taka, and Kova was sort of just disgruntled because he'd already not been able to sleep, and now there's this new noise disturbance coming in. And then everyone settled down, go to sleep before discussing what they'd do the next day. Which the next day, Kova went flying in more ways than one.
Don't.
Sora yeeted him.
Kova went flying before even getting on the Tiger Bat, which was impressive, and has probably spent more time airborne than any other character in this campaign so far. But found out that he had an affinity with animals, which is pretty neat. Loban introduced Taka to the captain, who was somewhat bemused by his presence there.
Also, about that, I want to ask you something, because I forgot to. I couldn't do it last time because my fucking internet cut out. But I thought, because I noticed my conditions, right? I had one that was insecure, and I wasn't sure how to play it, so I thought, you know what? I decided that when Taka becomes insecure, he's going to become a pathological liar, and that's why he kept lying to
Oh, okay, is that you?
And if you're okay with that, I'd like to clear the conditions.
Yes, but only if he isn't like that the rest of the time.
I couldn't think of any other way to get rid of that condition, so you know what? Let's just make him a pathological liar for that day.
But if you go back to being a pathological liar afterwards, then he's gonna it's gonna flip back. What happened? Yeah, you met with the captain, you lied to him a bunch, and he called you out on your bullshit.
You did.
Oh no, that was later actually when you went back. Because you went back there with the full crew where you had dinner with him. Huye
Why would you
missed
lie
out
to our
because
beautiful captain? Yeah, I was too busy on my
smarter than
date.
insecure stats. So I had to act
Huye was too
insecure
busy
to
on a
get rid of it.
date to go on a date with the captain.
I've already got like 3 guys after me. I don't need
That's
another
true,
one.
yeah. That was your chance at social advancement. He opened up to you all, though, and showed a lot of vulnerability, which is something he was sort of want to do before that.
Yeah, he wants to be our friend.
Yeah, he's made it sort of clear that he kind of he likes all of you, and that he thinks that, you know, he knows that you're sort of different to the people on his crew, and he knows that you've got talents and skills, and that intrigues him. And you know, he just feels a bond with
and
you.
He likes it.
And you're I think he feels like he can relate to you all more than all the, you know, sort of middle-aged pirates that are on his boat. So yeah, so after that sort of bonding session, he agrees to give everyone some shore leave, some time away from the ship. So I'm going to move us on over to the world map so you guys can see where we are at the moment. So do you see the long sort of line that I've drawn? That's the sort of route you've taken. So currently you've gone up this like little river over here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And are coming in to the port. Now, the port that you're coming in, that you're about to reach is the village of Ichodo, which is just literally off the coast, and it's just before you go out into the Siwang Desert.
Okay.
Is there anything you guys want to do on the ship before you land at the port?
Mainly
No.
free the prisoners is like our main objective.
What, just now? Just do it.
Just
Can
now,
we
yeah.
just
We'll just
casually just do that now?
Do the lock. Yeah, just walk in, open the door,
I was
walk
about
out.
to say, I spent the entire campaign with fucking Morgan. We were
Well,
fucking
I was
trying
going
to
to
free
say,
the
while
prisoners.
I
You
assume
were
we're in
a
a
fucking
room
kid.
all by ourselves. Still.
I don't know
What's
going
more
on.
important to you at the moment? Saving the prisoners or having a sick holiday?
I
To be
mean,
fair,
I was
the man that we
gonna
chatted to is
let
quite
everyone
happy
know how my
considering
date went.
Yeah.
the circumstances. So
And
I'm
how-
quite happy to go off gallivanting, to be
Yeah,
honest.
it was a really nice day. He showed me around the ship, so I have now a good working knowledge of areas in the ship to help with this escape. I also came clean to him that we were planning on releasing all of the prisoners, because Nigel is a decent guy and he deserves the truth. But he cannot join us in this aid because he's too blindly loyal to the captain.
I hope he doesn't snitch on our plan to him.
He said he wasn't. He loves me too much to snitch, but he doesn't
not
love
what he
me
said.
enough to. Definitely what he said. But he doesn't love me enough to join our side, which is sad because I thought Nigel would be cool.
You thought you could
as one
turn
of the
him?
gang. No, I can't turn him.
Flipping.
Story of Amy's life.
Turning people.
Gotta be, you know, sometimes you just gotta be hot enough to turn the evil guy good. That's the
I can fix him.
I can change him.
I need to get hotter. I need to work on my.
Yeah, that's part. That can be part of your bending, you know,
But,
or whatever.
but I don't have bending.
No, literal bending.
Yeah.
It's all in the angling. You've got to get like, you know, shoulders
the
back,
lighting.
chest forward. You know,
Need better lighting.
you got to arch your back a bit. That gives it a bit. The desert village of Ichodo.
Yeah, this is like a Minecraft village.
Yeah, basically. Anyway, as you guys arrive, the ship comes in with it to a gentle stop outside the small dock area. You can see that the town is quite lively, though not densely populated, but the people are very enthusiastic. Eyes are already on you as you arrive. Everything about their expression says, tourists. As you pull in, you get the scent of sea air that's been wafting over you all of this way, but now with a sort of arid tone to it, this sort of dry heat accompanying it as you arrive there. Those of you who are wearing thicker clothing, those of you who have come from colder climates, you're feeling the heat at the moment as the sun bears
I
down on
have
you.
you know that I'm actually accustomed to the Fire Nation because I've been in the Fire Nation for a while doing.
Well, whoop-de-doo for you.
I've also travelled a lot in the Fire Nation.
Yeah,
I think
easy.
Taka's like the only one that hasn't travelled, so I just imagine like we're all going to be like Taka, just don't talk to anyone. They'll just have.
It's all right. You just have a spritzer, mate. You'll be fine. You
It's like Taka dying in the background.
No, he's from
through it.
Ember Island. He's got like summer clothing on because that's where he lives.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I can just imagine Taka being like, "Oh my god, like stuff," and all the people in the market going, "He he he he, we can get
rob
loads of money
let's
out
rob
of
this
it."
boy.
Yeah.
Also, I still don't know what money they have in and this game. This game straight up doesn't have a currency system, so because it doesn't have items you can buy, which sucks in my opinion. If this was D&D, I'd be like selling you so much shit right now. Anyway,
I mean, it is your game. You can sell.
yeah,
this.
I'll just homebrew it and just start putting in.
Do they have any
items
weird
and then-
contraptions that I could buy?
I mean, some of the stalls might, to be fair. Very
have to buy
shady
some
looking
more
one in the back
cabbages.
alley, you know. But yeah, as you arrive, you can feel sort of a very gentle breeze, which is just blowing the hot air into your face, and there's a few like shopkeepers already eyeing you up. So where'd you like to head? What do you like to do now you've landed?
I'm gonna head to. Oh god, let me zoom in a little bit. There we go.
Yeah, put it to like 200.
I'm gonna head to like around the back here. I don't know if obviously the NPC is gonna stop me, but just so you know,
Okay.
I'm like going to here to like wash my clothes, basically like a little bit of a private beach to like wash.
So
wash
did you go past here?
Yeah. So obviously I'm
trap.
gonna.
Is
I don't
anyone
know where-
following him?
I think he wants his privacy, so I'm not gonna.
Cool. So Koba, as you're walking past this stall over here,
Yeah.
you hear a loud voice behind you, and you're grabbed by the arm. Well, hello, young man.
Oh Jesus.
Are you going to be walking through this arid temperature all by yourself without any water to drink?
I'm fine, thank you. I like tap my my special spirit water because obviously he doesn't know that it's spirit water, and I'm just gonna be like, yeah, no, I'm fine, thank you. I have water.
Well, that's all well and good, but if you drink all of that, then what are you going to do when you're out in the desert? What are you going to do?
To the desert.
You're in the desert. There's water over there, but the further out there you go, it's all gone, all drained. What do you do then?
I'm okay though. Thank you very much. Have a good day. And I try and leave.
He sort of sighs and then just sort of steps back. Idiots. A lot of them. All idiots. He mutters to himself.
I kind of turn back and go, right, okay, weirdo. Like trying to keep to myself as I keep going. Like looking at this lady, eyeing her, going, she's cute, and then keep walking.
Wait, do you say that out loud?
No. But fine. I'll mutter it like kind of like you know, when you go.
Bit weird.
What are you doing up
Like
there?
Wood smash.
Yeah, like. She's
Day.
Okay, cool. As you approach this stall, one of the storekeepers looks up suddenly and he sort of arches his fingers. Oh, hello. Yes, yes, young. What can I get for you today? He gestures to his wares. He has like piles of sort of fruits and vegetables. Some look more exotic and adventurous than you'd probably be willing to deal with at this point in time. We have a fine selection, much imported from the Fire Nation. But of course we have lots of Earth Nation specialties as well. Root
Do you have
vegetables mostly.
Anything that's not fruit and veg?
Not well, I mostly I mostly sell fruit or vegetables. That is my,
I mean,
that's my
Sora will be
profession
happy to hear
here.
about that. She is mostly into fruit and veg.
Well, that's yes.
know,
So are you
airbenders and all
not?
that.
What is it that you're looking for? You're looking for maybe fine fabrics or perhaps exotic spices, something
No
of that nature.
explosives.
Sorry.
You heard explosives.
Oh. I Well, no, I don't have anything of that nature. No.
All right, then. Bye.
Okay.
Just go to the next stall and
Yeah, I think
carry
this
on.
guy might have some more of your up your alley. Hey, my friend here would like to buy some explosives if you happen to have any.
You approach the man who's still looking a bit crestfallen that Kova just sort of walked past him. Suddenly sort of glances over to you, and then turns his body sort of just swiftly over to you. Well, hello there, young man and young lady. How can I help you today?
Yeah, my friend here, she's in the market for explosive projectiles, weapons, anything that can
Explosives,
cause
you
serious
say?
bodily harm to a large group of people.
Ah, well, we don't make weaponry here. That's the important thing to note, okay? No weapons.
Well, it doesn't have to be weaponry specific. Anything that can be used to cause bodily harm, like,
We
blunt
would not-
instruments.
I mean,
Nothing
we've got
we
a friend
make
who
could be construed as a weapon. Even if they were used in such a way, that is not how they should be used, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You should tell that to
Good.
our friend who has
As
a
long as-
weapon teapot.
Yeah, she's pretty good
Wow.
with that, actually.
Yeah, really good with it.
No, we don't make weapons. However, I do have some pretty impressive wares if you'd like to see them. And he,
Alright, instead
gestures
of weapons, can
behind-
you give us maybe some, like, projectile blunt instruments that could be useful? I don't know, maybe, like, target practicing? You know.
What are you thinking of?
Ooh, maybe something similar to a cannonball, but not quite as large.
A cannonball?
Yeah. You know, for juggling.
Sheila! Clicks his fingers. And and from behind the stall emerges a young lady. Where's the GM layer? Come on. They're on the token layer. Wearing a sort of what is essentially a maid's outfit.
Okay.
She walks forward,
Nice.
very sternly, just staring sort of icily ahead. Sheila, do the thing. And she walks behind
Brilliant.
the stall and pulls out a big box of like a big box that's just full of strange-looking knickknacks that she then drops on the floor. When she drops it, the ground goes, and the sand around it caves in. That box is fucking heavy. She looks at the two of you and then sort of walks back behind the stall. She's one of the best, that one. Now, sort of wares we've got here. We've got very heavy objects. We're talking not quite cannonballs, but definitely metallic in nature. He reaches in and like heaves at the box, trying to pull up one of the what is essentially like a small shot put. Now, obviously, this is strictly for sporting events, but
Oh, of course, yeah,
if one
Huey's
were
big
to-
on sports, right, Huey?
if one were
Yeah,
to
yeah.
place this in a projectile, which of course you wouldn't do because these are not weapons we use around here, but if you were to do such a thing, then it would definitely cause a lot of harm. Not that I could sell it to you if you were thinking
Oh
of
no,
doing
we're
it for
hosting
that. You
a
would
sporting event. Yeah,
purely for
Yeah,
sporting
sport-
events, of course.
For entertainment,
of
yeah.
course.
yeah.
Yeah, he looks around as he says that. There's a very sort of like bored-looking guard that just sort of like shrugs back at him and goes back to his work. Now, if we're looking for something a bit spicier, he
Do you have anything
Pulls
like maybe sharp, like a dart or something? Because I'm quite into darts. You know, playing.
oh
darts.
my boy! And he reaches in into this box and starts rooting around in it. Sheila, where did you leave the flip knives? Sorry, the apple peelers. She looks at him like blankly, and then walks back behind the stall. One of the best, that one of the best. A knife is embedded like in the wall, just like a few inches from his head. Yes, one of the best. These
Huey,
knives here,
How do you feel about peeled
the
apples?
sharpest.
Yeah, I love them, I guess.
Now this could peel an apple right through to the core. So make sure the apple you're peeling definitely deserved it, okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
It is a concealable blade. You
Ah,
fold
so
it
you
over
can take it with you and peel apples
safely.
wherever.
Exactly, you can place it wherever you need to go. And if anyone asks, it's just a hairbrush. Yeah. What are we thinking? What are the knickknacks are you looking for? Are you planning on traveling through the desert?
Potentially.
I don't know.
Well, the thing about the desert, it's very dry, very arid. And he gestures to this device that he has strapped to his leg and to his upper torso. It's got a load of strings, a load of tubes that go sort of go up and down. And he turns around to the back when he shows what looks like a big pump. And he looks it up and down. Now, the human body, primarily, 70% water. And all of that water that then leaves your body when you recycle it, well, it goes back into the earth. However, with a device like this, you can prolong the use of the water in your body and bring it straight back to its source. Sheila, do the thing! Sheila walks over to him and presses a button on the side of his arm. There's a loud whirring as the man stares very stoically ahead. The whirring intensifies as he continues to stare stoically ahead. You can see his right leg beginning to shake. His left eye begins to twitch. You see? So all the excess water in my body has now been recycled into this bag. Pats a small bag to the end, that's sort of at the front of his lapel. Completely recycled water.
Drink it.
Good enough to drink. Well,
Show us, drink
you
it.
betcha. He gets a small straw and leans into it. Well, it's definitely very good. Very good. And that,
Would you like
my
taste?
friends, will keep you going through the entire desert experience.
Give me one moment. Alright, and I'm going to quickly go grab Lao Ban.
Oh no.
Lao Ban, I need you for something.
Oh god, what do you need?
Can you
Sheila, can you get my account book for me, please? We need to start running this up. We've got some good customers here.
give her a taste?
He turns around.
Fuck.
He turns around to Laban and he's like, "Why, mate? Oh, hello."
Hi.
Alright, I trust the judgment of my companion here. If she thinks this is something that's worth going for, you know, but I trust
you
her more
drink
than I
it
trust.
first.
Sorry.
So why am I the poison
looked-
tester?
He sort of he looks at you, and he starts frowning, and then looks to the others. Are these friends of yours, Laban?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, I didn't know. I was wondering when I'd see you again. Are we on track?
You know, Loban.
I know you.
We were. Is that not why you're here? Are you not? Sheila, get my notebook. The young lady by the name of Sheila walks over and brings a notebook, which she passes over to the man. He starts flicking through it. Well, no, it was meant to be today, though. We were meant to meet today, yes? That's why you're here.
For
Yes,
what?
Loban.
Yeah,
Go with it.
sure.
Coincidence.
I am.
Yeah, it was today.
Right, well, I wasn't expecting you to bring companions with you.
What security?
You know, time changes. Sometimes you just find some mates on the way.
Of course, of course.
I'm just over with. I want to be with Sheila, playing with
Yeah.
the flip knives.
Well, Sheila's now walked over and she's whispering something in his ear.
Rude. You just leave me with the flip knives.
Sorry.
Pocket the flip knife while you can.
I was going to say,
No,
I'll pocket one of them.
I know I am. I'm not. Maybe. Laban, you weren't supposed to be bringing anyone with you. I wasn't expecting company.
Yeah, it just kind of happened this way. I trust these people in my life, so anything that you can tell me,
All
you
well
can
and
tell
good.
them.
However, I would wish to speak with you in private, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
For a moment. Sheila, if you can, do the thing and sort these people out for me, please.
Laoban, if shit is the fan, give us a signal, we'll jump right in.
He sort of gestures and sort of leads Laban into the thicket, sort of over this way.
Think of it.
And whilst that's happening, Sheila sort of starts going through the items and sort of tallying them up, just staring completely blankly as she does so. And then starts packaging them into a box for you, or folding it all slowly over. And she passes it over to you, just with sort of one hand.
I can imagine this scene being like the scene from Love Actually with Rowan Atkinson.
Taking cinnamon stick.
I just imagine it. That's how I imagined it.
Handful of confetti, and she folds it over, and puts some tape around it, and then hands it over to you silently, and then holds out her hand. On a piece of paper, she writes down 340, slides it over.
We'll give that to Nigel. Yeah, Captain.
Nigel's covering expenses, is he?
Anyway, do you want me to speak to Nigel about payment for this, or are you still on speaking terms with him?
Got my own money.
I think tag is the one that's actually like core.
Probably do. Yeah,
I must have got paid for my job at the
I think the place burned
tea
down
house.
before you got paid, because you were waiting to get paid.
Oh no, I take payment up front.
Okay.
That's true. Yeah, you were doing work. That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. So Sheila passes the box over to you. Do you take it from her?
Yes.
Okay. As soon as you do, you feel the full weight of the combined objects like thudding into you, and you're having to put all of your body in holding this thing that she was holding in one singular hand. She just stares blankly ahead and leaves you to your own devices.
Cool.
I realise as well, I've not got it showing.
I'm gonna strip in the meantime.
All right.
Wow.
More like down to my underwear.
Ah,
So
okay.
I'm gonna,
That's
not
all right
like
then.
fully naked, like down to my underwear. And I'm just gonna hop in the
There's
ocean and have a bit of a,
Oh, we must
Bit
all
of a
stink because we
wash.
couldn't bathe on the boat, could we?
yeah, no, a bit of a wash.
That's true. Yeah. Well, to be fair, I'd say Kova had a pretty good wash yesterday.
he did.
So. Pretty thorough, if anything, complete with the blow dry. So, yeah, I'd like to. I'm not going to make you roll for changing in public. I'm not going to make you roll.
Make him roll to take off his pants.
What's the roll for public
Please.
nudity?
Go on, I mean you can if you want, just for the lols.
Roll for public nudity. Pushing your luck.
Yeah, go on, push your luck. Do you get your pants off in one go? Full success.
Okay. So you do that
Actually,
thing.
oh, cool.
Yeah. So you do that thing when when you're a kid and you're in communal changing rooms and you put the towel around yourself and then you're pulling your underwear underneath the towel.
Oh my god, did I do a Zoolander?
You're doing that like flawlessly, like just briefs are on. You already button up my shirt. Trousers, easy. You're even using the towel to just dry off your flowing locks. And you shake them out luxuriously. And over at the side, an old lady blushes and goes back to drinking her tea.
I kind of go, oh shit, and then I'm gonna make myself walk back. Make myself walk back. What? And I'm gonna
Force yourself
stop
past the woman you
and
accosted.
say hey to this beautiful woman, really shyly,
Oh,
or like just kind of linger and be like, oh, hi.
so this lady's like probably like mid-20s.
Yeah,
like,
same as me.
got a bit of a beach babe aesthetic going on. She looks like she's just sort of minding her own business, like fanning herself, drinking quite a fruity beverage.
I'm gonna like flip my hair back in slow-mo and like
Okay.
walk like really, really confidently past her and like give her a hey kind of nod. Am I gonna have to roll for that?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, what am I rolling? Fish or luck again?
I don't actually know. What did I make Huye roll when she seduced Nigel?
Oh, I think it was a push my luck roll.
Yeah, it feels like a push your luck, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Okay, yeah.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
Okay.
hello.
Mixed success.
Still an 8,
You're now
fine.
madly in love. No.
Fucking hell.
You sort of walk by. You're like, and as you do, you sort of like trip a little bit, but then you sort of like style it out as though you're doing like a little skip, and you're like, haha, yeah, yeah. And she sort of she gives you a smile. You can't really read what that smile says, but she sort of like gives you a smile and a little nod, and sort of goes back to like having a drink, and sort of goes back to
gonna,
whatever
like,
what she
feel
was doing.
Hella embarrassed about the trip and see Huye and Takara up front and go and join them. Be like, hey,
Pray
what's
they
up,
didn't
guys?
see it.
Hey guys, what are you doing?
We're just doing a bit of shopping.
What are you buying?
Well, Huey is buying a lot of sporting equipment and some kitchen
Definitely
supplies.
not weapons.
Yeah. It's shot puts for sporting events and apple peelers for just for like cooking with.
Oh, okay.
Enjoying a nice
I'm
snack.
gonna see Sheila's like her hands look really like what's it called, calloused.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna ask her like, oh, do your hands bother you a lot? Like, are they okay?
She turns very slowly to you, blinks, and then looks down at her hands, and looks back up at you.
I mean, I'm a waterbender, and I studied healing in the Northern Water Tribe where I'm from. So if you wanted me to have a look at your hands, I'm more than happy to.
She tilts her head in consideration, blinks a few times, and holds out one of her hands to you.
I'm gonna take out a tiny droplet of the spirit water.
Do you touch her hand, by the way?
Do I touch
When you
her
do
hand?
this, do you make contact with her hand when you do this at
It's
all?
like a hover. So like
Okay.
so I basically like envelope my palms of my hands with water, and the water like touches her, but I don't like directly touch her.
Okay.
But obviously, it's still like some form of contact.
Okay.
Yeah. So I do that, and
Yep.
and then I attempt to heal her calloused hands.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll for it.
Skills of training. Oh fuck. Getting
So,
lower and lower.
The
Shit.
water like surrounds and envelops the hand, and it's very odd because as soon as it sort of makes contact with the skin, you can see the skin flattens out, but then immediately seems to go back to how it was. And you're not sure. You've never seen this happen in a person before, but it's almost like the skin twitches and moves as it goes around. She doesn't wince.
better?
She doesn't wince or react in any way. She looks down at her hand, pulls it back, and just bends the fingers very slowly. She looks back at you, tilts her head for a moment, and just nods slowly.
Cool. So, Huey, have you bought all your stuff here? Do you need any help like carrying stuff?
Yeah, I think we're just waiting for Laban.
Yeah, she
Oh, cool.
she's made a friend.
Meanwhile, Laban, you have been pulled off. It's not here. There's not like a tent or anything. But actually, did I make a thing? I feel like I made a thing. There we go.
Oh my god.
Yes.
It's like a visual novel. There we go.
Holy shit.
She
Do you need a chair?
Oh, I can actually see Shannon again now.
Hello.
I
reappeared.
can't see
Can I
Jane.
just check if you guys can hear me?
I've now lost James
Yay.
and
Oh, hello.
Obi, though. I can't see anyone else.
I can see
Ah,
Obi.
everyone
hello.
here again.
I can't see
Oh, I
Jane.
can hear
Sora's
Morgan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see her.
Hello.
Sora.
We have
Just
our
in
Sora.
time.
I'm here.
It's okay if you guys can't hear me.
No, I can hear you. I just can't see you.
you.
Oh,
I
that's
can
even
see
better.
you.
That's the
That's
better
fine.
way around, in my opinion. Anyway, there is a man who, you know, he's there, and he's talking. Laban, he is looking at you as though there is a look of complete recognition on his face as he's looking at you. He looks like he's known you for a really long time, and he looks very concerned with the way you've reacted when you saw him. So I spoke with Sheila, and she says that you don't appear to be exhibiting the same aura as you had before.
Oh, you know what Sheila's like? She's a fucking character, that woman.
Quite, yes. Well, I just wanted to run a few checks of my own, just to make sure you are who you say you are. He leans in
Yeah.
close and starts examining your face, and he like grabs you by the side of each side of your face and just like peers into your eyes.
Definitely not Varric's direct ancestor.
Certainly not some form of copy, though difficult to know. Prods the side of your cheeks. It was very authentic, at least. Do you remember my name?
No?
Do you remember who you are?
Yes?
Okay, can you tell me who you are?
Laoban.
Okay, Laban, and where do you come from?
Somewhere. My mum.
I thought as much. Okay! There's nothing doing. I'm going to have to see if we can jog your memory. Just as he's saying this, you just hear from betwixt your bosom, "This bastard! Hit him! Hit him! He thinks he knows us! Hit him!" At that moment, his eyes widen. What did you just say? There'll be no need for violence, okay? I know several martial arts. And he
can
positions
understand.
himself.
You hear Malcolm?
He can hear Malcolm.
What?
Relation.
Can you hear the other voice?
Wait, what's he talking about?
I think he can hear you, mate.
I don't think no one can hear me. Like, why are you... Who are you talking to? I can hear another voice, definitely.
Like
pops the head from the
another
face.
English voice?
In the same language we are speaking, whatever that may be.
Whatever fucking language that
Ancient Chinese, I believe.
I mean, shit. I thought I was the only one who could hear him.
Hear who, though? Where is this voice coming from?
I'm just gonna have to reach down into my cleavage and fish out Malcolm.
He sort of leans back as you do, and he's like, "Oh, that is a turtle duck."
Yeah, but you can hear him speaking.
Wait, I get a weird vibe off this guy. We better attack him. No, you listen here. We'll have none of that, okay? All right. Well, how can you hear what I'm saying? Well, you're speaking. That's why I can hear what you're saying. That makes perfect sense, surely.
Well,
I'm Loban, I don't like this guy. Really don't like this guy. Getting a real weird vibe from him. I can say the same about you. Strange creature. Though a talking turtle duck could certainly make a lot of money.
We are not selling Malcolm.
Right, well, before you come to that conclusion, let's maybe look at the figures. Look at the money we could make. Think of what we could do with that money. I'm sure you'd like to get home. I would like to get home as well. This could be our one chance.
You'll have to remind me, where exactly is home again?
He furrows his brow. And it's worse than I thought. It's not the time or the place to be discussing this. Obviously,
Okay.
something very drastic has happened to you. If we were to Perhaps if you discover too much too soon, who knows what effect it could have on your mind.
I mean, you've just spoken to a turtle duck.
Yes, I'm worried it's affecting my mind too.
I think I can handle a couple of truths.
Okay, Loban, we will revisit this. I need to go over a few things, check through my journal. Also, I believe your friends are still waiting. I don't want them to worry. You know you can trust them, is that correct?
Oh, 100%.
Okay. Well, if you are still unsure of who I am, my name is Varric. We came here together, okay?
Okay. And how can I trust you?
You can either choose to trust me, or you can go on your way. Whichever you'd prefer. If you remembered me, you probably wouldn't trust me, to be honest, but...
You're not selling yourself very well, are you?
Not my job to sell myself. I sell many things, but never myself. He cracks his knuckles and straightens out his mustache and walks back out into the marketplace, leaving you alone with Malcolm. I don't know how I feel about him.
Me neither, mate, but he seems to know something that we don't.
He knows a lot, and he's keeping it to himself for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why he's kept so quiet.
Do you remember anything?
Not
anything about where you came from?
Mate.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know. Right, forgive me if I'm wrong, but do turtle ducks usually talk?
I mean, not that I'm aware of.
Well, I didn't know either. I mean, all I remember was I was eating some bread, and then I could talk, and then it was like I had sentience. And honestly, don't think many turtle ducks even know what sentience is, let alone understanding the complex nature of sentience itself. And with that worries me a lot.
I mean, at least we've got each other for the time being. Until we have.
I think we'll keep this guy at a distance for now, I reckon. And then maybe, keep him at arm's length. Don't let him out of your sight. Keep him at arm's length. He knows stuff, so he'll probably want to stick near us, but we'll keep him at a distance,
Yeah. We'll have to. We've got to find out more if we can off this.
Oh yeah,
he really knows.
Obviously, yeah.
But I don't fully trust him.
Oh no, it's that creepy mustache.
No,
looks like a right nonce. Yeah.
Same way of putting you.
So you step back out into the marketplace.
I love that you and Malcolm are basically besties right now.
Yeah, legit.
Fucking nonce.
Very sorry to keep you all waiting. Sheila, can you do the thing? She walks, starts picking up all of the equipment. So, I heard I get the feeling you're going to be heading out into the desert. Very dangerous journey. Filled with perils and lots of nasty creatures. What you need is a man of science on your side. He gestures to himself in a grandiose way.
We already have a woman of science with us. Her name's Huey.
Huey, is it? You are of a scientific mind. I can see that among you, yes. There is great potential here. We can work with this.
I'm not drinking my own piss, buddy. Right. It's not happening.
Well, we'll see what you say after you've been travelling in the desert for 2 days.
Okay.
Perfectly recycled, perfectly filtered, perfectly clean.
Oh, we could just bring bottled water. Right.
Have you got any satchels, like carryable satchels at all?
Yeah, maybe
satchels,
water vessels that we can fill water ourselves.
Sheila, do the thing. Sheila comes round and is carrying like an armful of satchels, which she flings in his general direction, and he expertly dodges one that's inches from his head. Excellent. So we've got many. In fact, Sheila, do the thing. And she starts packing up the equipment and putting it all into a large cart.
Could I borrow those satchels for a minute?
Well, you can have as many as you need.
One for each of us. So
Well,
that's
of course.
Yeah.
Oh, one for
Minus
Sora
one
as well. You might need to move Sora over here. I'm gonna go grab her real quick.
Yep.
She's distracted by birds. I'm like, Nigel, if you want to come with as well, come along. But yeah, Sora.
I
come
did
check out
hear
all this
Morgan
cool
in the
stuff.
chat for a second.
I'm gonna grab.
So I don't
I'm
know if
gonna
it's
go
working or
here,
not.
and I'm gonna waterbend. Gonna separate the salt from the water and waterbend water into the satchels.
You can certainly try.
Cool. How do
Into
I,
the
how do
satchels? Aren't
Yeah.
satchels like canvas?
No.
The camel skin ones.
Yeah,
Or,
Oh,
like-
you mean like
keep
water
water in.
skins?
yeah, water skins.
Ah,
Thank
okay,
you.
yeah.
Sorry, that's what I meant. Can I
Retcon, yes.
not let everyone know what my role is for this? So that James, only you know.
I don't know. I feel
do I
like
do
that's. I don't know. I didn't know that was a thing
You
you could do.
should be able to hide your roles somehow. Bear with me. I will have a look. Because I know there is a way to hide your roles on here. I don't remember how.
I mean, I'm gonna do it. If it shows everyone, it shows everyone. That would be skills and training, wouldn't it? Oh, that's fine.
I'll tell you what. I spent ages like trying to get like fan art of Varric that maybe looks different, but in the end, I just opted for just using Varric. You know. Just...
Oh, Varric's family would definitely name all their sons Varric, though.
Yeah.
Well, Varric's his surname, isn't it? It's that's his family name.
Yeah.
He just refers to himself by his surname.
Yeah.
He's an aristocrat. Put his nameplate on now that
But
everyone.
yeah, I got a 10 for that, so I don't know how to whisper. But it's fine. We can't whisper with our rolls.
I mean, you succeeded definitely. You
Yeah.
managed to
It was
separate
just in
the
case
water.
I failed, so like no one knew what they would do
But
if they
you-
were drinking. Like
His full
seeds
name is
or-
Ichnick Blackstone Barrick.
Oh yeah, of course it is. He introduces himself in the.
Obviously,
know
his
that one.
company is named after himself, Barrick Industries, isn't it?
Yeah.
Family business.
But yeah, so I'm gonna fill up the things.
Yep, lovely. Okay,
I'm gonna do the thing.
you managed to fill up plenty of all 5 of these water skins. Varric is still like he's still got his devices at the ready, and he sort of eyes you knowingly, like, how long do you think they're gonna last out in that blurring hot desert? Believe me, you're gonna be wanting one of these special machines. He pats it firmly and accidentally presses the button.
Horror, 'cause obviously I haven't seen this happen yet. I was like, I just kind of elbow tack her, like, what's happening?
He's telling her to do the thing.
His voice,
And then she does
his
the thing.
his face contorts as though he's like, it looks like he's just sucked a lemon, and he's like,
Something's been sucking a lemon.
Anyway, transportation. Where is it that you're heading?
I believe Sora wanted to go to a swamp that you mentioned, Clover, as well.
Yeah. The
The mystifying swamp.
I think that sounds about right. Magic swamp is what I was told.
Now that is quite a journey.
I've been
certainly.
told that there are spiritual. It's a very spiritual place.
Well, no, certainly. There's a lot going on there. A lot of strange folk around that area, too. What I'd suggest is we'd probably want to stop off at the village of Usica. It's a small desert village.
You seek a what?
The village of Usica.
Yeah, you seek a what?
Is your friend deficient in some way? Is he lacking?
He's not from around here.
vitamins?
He's from the water tribes.
Anyway, that'll be the nearest village, and we'll probably be able to source perhaps some badger molds to help us get through the swamp.
Okay.
Trying to get through the swamp without a badger mole by your side is practically suicide.
Barak, I got a question. I think someone of your nature should be able to help me out. So, we've got this door that's got a dodgy lock, and we kind of need a way to sort of like it's basically kind of sort of like stuck. The key snapped off, so I can't open it, and we need a way to open this lock without the key. Do you have any tools that might help out?
I don't have them on hand, but it's quite straightforward. All you need is half a tennis ball, a bundle of string, and a pumping mechanism.
While you guys are talking about that, I go to Sheila, and I'm like, do you have a lock picking kit? You seem like the person who has a lock picking kit.
You're very echoey for me.
It's because
she's got the sound on in
yeah,
Roll20
you
as well.
sound on
Roll20.
Roll20.
I was like, there's a chorus of Amy's.
Sorry.
It's melodic. Anyway, Sheila turns to you, looks down, and then turns over to Varric, who's currently occupied and talking animatedly. She
I'm
looks
trying to
down
talk
and
around
notices-
needing to pick a lock, but I'm not doing a great job by the looks of it.
She
She
appears to think about it for a moment, then reaches down and pulls out a large mallet and looks at that, and then sort of tilts her head at you.
I mean, I'll take it, but it's not what I wanted, but thank you, Sheila. And then I give her some generic currency of this land.
Generic pastime currency. Coin. It's not like a big heavy well, I mean, it's certainly heavier than she made it look. It's sort of it's kind of metallic, but it's probably quite a cheap metal.
Yeah.
And it's got you'd imagine it could be used for some form of construction, maybe.
Okay.
Or battering someone around the head potentially as well. Whatever works. Yeah.
I'm so I'm gonna walk over. Would there be any places that sell any kind of bending scrolls around here, do you think?
Oh, that would be
Bending scrolls.
I mean, it'd be great if we could find a library of that sort of thing, right?
So you're in
Ninjutsu.
You're in the Earth Nation at this point, so Earth Kingdom. So I don't know how much there is in the way of water bending specifically, but you could certainly have a look around.
This game does have a whole system, but there's skills that you can master if you find a mentor, but you gotta you learn it and roll to learn it, and every time you use it, you do it as a disadvantage. But the more you use it, the more you start to learn it.
You'd more teacher that takes you through it.
Yeah, you need to find someone who's mastered the technique though to learn it from them.
It's almost like I've been putting in these NPCs that have these great...
I know exactly who mine is. I know exactly who mine is. As soon as you said
but you don't want to go to him, do you?
No.
There's plenty out there,
I mean, he's there. He's right there. He could teach you some really cool
options and opportunities. There's there was even a firebender quite early on as well.
Yeah, there was.
There's been.
Oh, we need to find her again.
Well, she's back on Ember Island. She's
who knows?
She knows what she's getting up to.
She'll appear at random points.
She'll appear when she's needed.
Was she a noble character? I'm guessing, right?
She was a noblewoman.
Okay, because
yes.
in this time period, lightning bending was a thing, but only the nobles knew how to do it, and they kept a guarded secret.
Yeah.
Ooh,
She's
fancy.
like J.
Oh. Anyway, so Varric is leaving Sheila to pack everything up, and as he does so, he sort of leans against the wall and just sort of wipes his brow. Really still can't get used to this heat. It's just constant.
I'm gonna.
So where are each of you from?
So this barrel here, is it full of
Yeah.
water?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
I'm gonna bend it on Varric to cool him down.
Uh-oh.
You can certainly try. So he's leaning over here. Go ahead.
No.
Is that a push your luck or rely on your skills?
Rely on your skills,
Yeah,
definitely.
you're using your
yeah.
bending skills.
You're using your water bending.
Oh.
Big success, okay.
Thankfully you don't throw the barrel, but a torrent of water just hits Varric in the face. And he shakes his head and wipes his brow and then feels at his hair that's now flat against his scalp.
So anyway,
What
I'm
the
from
hell was
Ember
that?
Island.
Where did that come from?
I just look and go and pretend to talk to Hiway.
Yeah, I'm from Ember Island. This is where we met, really. I worked at the tea house there that was owned by Ivan. I'm not sure if you know him. Or of him?
Ivan? Oh yes, great man. One of my greatest friends, actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh
So
no, I've never met the
he
man.
did do a lot of travels back in his day before.
No, I've never met the man, but he sounds all right. Honestly, I'd be just glad to get rid of this awful island. It's just so hot and dry and arid, and all I've got is Sheila to talk
we're going
to.
into a swamp, which is probably hot and wet and damp.
Well, if that's where Loban wants to go, then I will go.
But how do you know Loban?
Now that would be telling now, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah, you can tell us. We're her best friends.
Ah, well, a gentleman never gives away the secrets of a trusted companion. Thought you'd know that, being her companions.
Oh, of course, yeah. Which is why you can tell us.
Just give it in, mate. He's not going to tell us.
He leans in very close to you. I probably know more about your friend than anyone else in this world, including herself, it would seem.
I got fucking focused, mate.
Interesting.
If you really want to find out, he gestures behind him. You want to talk to Sheila. She knows everything.
Right, she not a very talkative person.
He seems very reliable.
So was the silent time.
Not very talkative though.
She bundles the remaining things onto the cart, and then, I mean, this is like not quite a horse carriage like level cart. It's like more like one of those big sort of it's like a shipping cart, you know, two-wheeler, but it's absolutely full of just massive objects that he's like that have been piled inside. Like we're talking like the munitions and the sort of like shot puts and super heavy equipment, and she just effortlessly picks it up from the ground and just pulls it over to her and turns around and stares at Barrett.
How much do you know about the Fifth Nation?
The Fifth Nation? Ah, yes. Pirate fleet.
You know anything about a captain named Scylla?
Criminals.
He's kind of like our boss, I guess, at this time.
Scylla?
Yeah.
Never met the man, never heard of the man. Is he a member of the Fifth Nation?
He is, yeah.
I'll tell you what, the Fifth Nation, I wouldn't get too deep with them. They're on borrowed time, if you ask me.
I am inclined to agree. I'm personally just not a fan of pirates in general.
No, certainly.
Attacker, like, you were like proper simping up to. I don't say this. I just kind of think like you were proper simping up to Scylla yesterday. Like, what? What are you chatting?
Well, I didn't want to tell the guy to his face that we were on his ship, surrounded by his men.
I can tell you a few things I might know regarding the Fifth Nation.
Oh, I'm very interested in knowing.
Well, you didn't hear this from me, but word has it the Fifth Nation has been targeted by a friend of the old Avatar.
Oh.
I perk up at that.
Avatar
like,
Cloak, okay.
Friend?
Have you...
What friend?
You had friends?
Have you heard of Yin Shu, the grave digger?
Nope.
Over, have you?
I think. And I think. No, name doesn't ring a bell.
The name might ring a bell for you. As he
it
was
does.
one...
It rings a little bell.
He, you remember, you know that name was once associated with your father's name.
Okay, thank you.
Potentially, one of his previous companions when he was an Avatar.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh wait, like companion as in...
Yep, like an Avatar companion.
Oh, not like Team Avatar companion, not like
a sex thing, no.
Oh, okay.
No,
yeah,
it's
it was a
correct,
sex
you have
thing.
to be specific.
That's true, you're right, sorry.
Maybe it was both.
Probably both.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right either. I think it's Jinshu. It's something like, I don't know, I've only read the book.
Okay, I'll like act like I don't know, but I think like Varric can probably see through me. But
Tell us more, Varric.
Well, ever since the last Avatar passed, this Jinshu took it upon himself to carry out the duties in his place. He has been somewhat ruthless in his nature. He's not one to take prisoners, as it were.
If one were to, make acquaintance with him, where would one go to find him?
Oh, believe me, he will find you.
Okay.
Yeah. He gives you a sort of small smirk, and then pats you on the shoulder. Well, maybe he won't actually. You don't seem like a significant enough person to.
No, I'm
for
not
him
really.
to,
Yeah,
look
I'm not
into.
gonna
Honestly,
know.
oh, but on the
Most
small
of us here
side,
are
you
like,
don't.
not connected to
I can't
the
imagine
Avatar in
you'd
any way. So
survive
I
on
don't
a
know why
pirate
you'd
ship.
want to be interested in any of us.
No, certainly. But anyway, I don't know where Loban's gone. I think I just sort of left her on her own, so I think she might be still talking to her
I know
turtle.
how to
duck.
get her attention, and I just yell at the top of my lungs. "Laoban,
Fuck you want, mate.
we're gonna move in."
I'm coming.
Cool.
Mummy, we.
Cool. Is Sora joining us with Nigel, or?
Yeah, we sort of Sora's been bird watching by the port this entire time.
I'm satisfied with what I found.
Is there anything you'd like to buy from the cart? Or anything you'd like to ask Varric?
Well, mainly I was considering
buy
like
cabbage.
lockpicking tools or what other
You've got
tools
a
would we need
lockpicking
to
tool.
release prisoners on a boat? Thinking.
Sora, I saw that they sold some like animal grub at the store. Did you want to
Yeah,
grab some?
there's the fruit and veg stall over there as well. Fresh fruit.
Oh,
and
that's
veg,
Shit.
That's the
allegedly.
point.
Yeah.
So as you've left the ship, I'm gonna say you would know as a pet owner, Sora, that taking a tiger bat into the desert possibly isn't the best idea. Given
Am I
sort
trusting
of
the pirates to
horrific-
look after her?
Essentially, yes. But with your
Right.
spirit bond, you will know if anything goes amiss, and also that she would probably absolutely fuck them up if they even
Nigel.
tried to.
And that she's kind of free to get food for herself.
Yeah, exactly. They've sort of
Cool. I'm happy
yeah.
then.
Nigel will look after her.
Nigel
trust
sort
Nigel.
of sidles over.
Not really anyone else. And
Oh,
Steve.
well.
Steve can look after her.
Well, the captain actually wanted me to accompany you on this journey, if that's okay.
Are you
I just-
okay with
Yeah.
that?
I look at Hiwe and like drag them up to the front. Like I don't say anything. I just drag. I can't drag you.
Drag.
Drag Hiwe up to the front. Just like get them away from Nigel.
Getting dragged away. This is totally like. This was a fine breakup. What's everyone's
Nigel.
issue?
Nigel looks really sad.
Poor
This
Nigel.
one with
Just-
me.
He's got his eyes are like really red.
Nigel,
can see,
trust me when I say this. There's plenty more elephant koi in the sea.
Sorry, what? No, it's just the dry air, the desert.
Oh yeah,
Not-
of course, yeah.
Not used to it. It just gets in your eyes, you know.
But but honestly though, I think you deserve someone who really appreciates you. You know.
Look, I'm not. It's fine, okay. Everything's
It's fine. You can talk to us, Nigel.
good. No, it's.
We're friends
I'm fine.
here.
All right, thank you. That means a lot.
This is a
So,
safe place. You're free to talk about your feelings here with us. Thora's a great listener. I've been told by
That's
literally
my job,
everyone who's
Obi.
spoken to her.
Yeah.
So, Hiwe, did you hear that the captain is wanting in on with Laoban?
News. Talking to all these pirates, you find out a lot of gossip.
Yep. Cool. I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna.
Cool.
leave.
Off on your own.
With
Cool.
all with basically
Bye.
half of the water. Bye guys.
Well, let's not. We probably want to get there, start moving before sundown. Surprisingly, the desert actually gets incredibly cold during the night. So, also lots of nasty creatures might come out. So,
I can imagine.
do be wary. Do be wary. Sheila, do the thing. She turns on the spot, and as she does, like the cart like grinds against the ground as she pulls it as the wheels start turning. You can see her biceps like pump as she tugs at it. Not even a bead of sweat drips down her face. She's just staring effortlessly ahead. Varric jumps on the back of the cart and gestures for you to join.
This poor woman.
mean, you can walk alongside if you like.
I'm too lazy to walk. I mean, if Sheila's fucking ready to pull the entire cart and one man as well, what's one extra person gonna do?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, as you sit down next to Varric, he looks to you and smiles. Just like old times, eh, Laban? Just kidding, I know you can't remember anything.
I mean, at least he's fucking straightforward about it.
Anyway, so you exit the city, and you're now walking essentially through the desert. I've not mapped the entire desert because that would be fucking stupid. So I'm just going to show you guys the where you are on the world map, just to give you an impression of where we're going. So, just bringing you guys over here. You're basically sort of circumnavigating these, these mountains.
Palms Oasis.
So we're going straight into the Siwong Desert.
And you're going around the desert towards the oasis, and the village is around here. So I reckon I'd estimate that would be, I mean, on foot, but with Sheila pulling. I mean,
Sheila's a unit, mate.
Sheila can jog whilst pulling this cart, and it looks effortlessly. She's just like absolute, just staring blankly ahead. She doesn't seem to stop for water either. We've not seen her eat or drink anything this entire time. So I'm going to say it's probably about a day's travel in the hot sun. So if there's anything you guys like to discuss whilst travelling on the back of the Sheila-drawn carriage, you can go up and do that.
Sora, is it true that airbenders can regulate their body temperatures so they don't worry about hot or cold climates?
Yeah, we'll go with that. That sounds like something I can do.
Well, yeah, it's actually a thing that airbenders are famous for doing.
I mean, like those little fans that people carry around when it's warm, you wouldn't even need that. Like, you can just...
Yeah.
Yeah, airbend.
I was wondering if that's something that can you actually do, or is it something that's one of like a master technique?
I don't know enough about Avatar to refute this.
Can we get in Sheila cart air?
Neither do I, to be honest.
Oh my god, yes.
I mean, you're going at probably about 10 miles per hour. It's like a constant, like...
She used to
bombarded with sand, though.
10 miles per hour is not that insane.
I can't even walk up the stairs, mate.
Well, yeah, Sheila's in slightly better shape than you, it seems.
Really slightly. Jeez.
But look, are we still committed to this plan of like freeing those quote-unquote passengers on the pirate ship?
All right, I've not heard anything. I've not heard anything. Nigel says, putting his hands over his ears.
Oh, Nigel, cover your ears for this. Yeah.
I'm not listening. Not listening.
I thought we were going to do that before we came into the desert, but...
What are we doing? What?
Freeing the prisoners, right?
Freeing prisoners? That sounds like a very noble goal, definitely.
Yeah.
Also very stupid. If you get caught, you will definitely be killed.
Yeah, that's the issue.
You got to weigh up the pros and cons here. That's what I do.
But we were going to wait until we got to the Eastern Sea.
I mean, what are these prisoners being used for?
Nothing. They're just sat there on a ship getting fed.
One of them's like really bored, I think.
As slaves? They're not even making money off them?
No.
Ridiculous. What sort of shoddy operation is this?
According to the
not
captain,
that I condone the use of slaves, isn't that right?
Hey,
if they're being liberated. So,
if you help us free them, they might see you as a very good figure and might offer to help you.
They'd make great employees, maybe, you know.
And for very little pay.
I'm not looking for such praise. I'm just looking for...
Like, if you were starting, like, let's say a small business or, like, an enterprising business, you'd probably want some, like, you know, employees, I imagine.
Oh, do you have experience? Are you an entrepreneur?
I used to work for a small business, yeah.
Oh, okay. Tell me. I'd like you to tell me your product and how you would sell it to me.
Okay, so, my product is, well, usually it's tea, because I was in the running to be the manager. Yes. In a managerial position at this tea house on Ember Island.
Managerial, noble, very good. Working your way up.
Okay, so let's just say you walk into my establishment and you ask to be served some tea. I would serve you that tea with so much care and customer service, like the best customer service, to the point where, you know what, you don't want to go anywhere else. Even if like somewhere else was selling better tea, the way I serve it to you will be so great, you wouldn't care about any other establishment. Because let's
You
be
know
honest,
what,
the tea
young
is
man,
the product,
is it-
I am the product, right?
That's the point. So, Taka, was it?
That was it, yeah, Taka.
Taka, yes. So, Taka, you've got this mindset, definitely, that the customer is king. The customer is always right, correct?
Yeah, sure.
Idiot boy, no! The customer is merely the payer. They're the ones that give you the money. The product is something that you should be proud to give them, and they should be thanking you for giving it to them.
Understood.
You owe them nothing. They should be wanting to give you their coin. As much of it as they can.
Oh, their coin is just my coin waiting to be in the right place at the right time.
Exactly.
They think it's their coin, but it's mine, right?
Stick with me, boy. I'll teach you a thing or two.
Yeah, they're just holding on to it for now, but eventually it will find its place back in my...
He puts an arm around your shoulder and he's like, I like a good entrepreneur. I think we can do great things with you.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was going to be a manager at the tea house before the establishment was burnt to the ground.
Sheila, can we get Tucker on the books? Sheila grunts from the front of the cart. That's a good noise. That's a very positive noise. I think she likes you.
Are you telling me I've got an internship?
Well, if you keep up this good work, if you continue to impress me, then maybe we can find a position for you.
I've got a pretty good work ethic. I've never missed a day so far.
Laban, can you be his reference?
Like 2 weeks.
I mean, yeah, sure.
I mean, if Laban can give you a good reference, then, you know, that's good enough for me.
I
sure
can
she
give
can.
a good reference.
He'll write me a reference.
Excellent. Okay, add to your inventory. Reference from Laban.
No. Also, I can't lie, I've been on a fact-checking mission. Apparently, people can technically run up to 27.78 miles per hour, and that was achieved by Usain Bolt. But on average, women can only run at 6.5 miles an hour, and men at 8 miles per hour.
On average, yeah.
So yeah, Sheila here is
So
a
are you
fucking
telling
unit.
me that Sheila is an absolute superhuman unit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
What
Can
have
you
you
not tell
seen
by
of
looking at
Sheila
her?
so far that says otherwise?
Listen, I just wanted to double check. I'm trying to see if this wench is human or not.
Also, in a world where people can literally control fire
Listen,
and wind and water,
I'm
some
just,
level of disbelief can be suspended. But a
I
man
think Sheila's
can
an
work-
airbender, and she's actually airbending. To be that
maybe.
fast.
that's true.
You've been.
There
I mean,
you go.
you
I can be that
man,
fast.
You literally watched a man drink his own piss earlier.
Yeah.
Who knows
Not
what?
by choice.
Strange
Mind you, I
marvels
can log
it
into
be.
a Bear Grylls program and fucking watch
That's
that. The
true,
man
it's
gulps
true.
it down like a goodie.
I'm hoping I can learn to do a better Varric voice as I.
I think you did a great job so far.
Yeah, I think you're nailing it.
I quite like him.
It's so good.
Anyway, yeah. So a day passes. You don't actually stop during the night. Though you find that as it gets dark, you fall asleep.
Not
And
get
you
too cold for her.
I'm concerned for this wench.
as you wake up, you find that you have arrived at the village, and Sheila, you basically, the sun is slowly peeking over the horizon, and with a thud, the carriage comes to a stop as Sheila just drops it.
Is she still in like a full-on jog?
Well, she's slowed down now.
No, but
Come to a
was she
halt.
up until that point?
Yeah,
Still-
continuously, yeah.
In a maid outfit, might I add.
She jogged the entire way,
Oh my god.
probably
Maybe
about
made
10 miles per
Shannon,
hour.
have you seen The Legend of Korra?
No, I ain't got the fucking
Ah.
foggiest, mate.
Oh, yeah. Understanding the limits of human endurance is.
Yeah.
So you guys now arrive at the desert village of Usika. Anyway, yeah. So as you arrive, Sheila drops the cart as you pull into this village, and Varric turns around to you, and he sort of looks around at the townspeople. Usually, this place is a lot more lively. Something very odd about today. But yes, if we can get hold of some of these badger moles, I think they'll be able to take us through the swamp without any issue. Otherwise, it's extremely dangerous. Lots of nasty things can attack us. Well, I don't know how well Sheila will fare in there. Sheila turns and stares blankly at him and just nods. Oh, it might be okay. He claps his hands together and stretches out his back and descends from the cart. Well, if you'd like to have a quick look around, get a feel for the place, that's perfectly fine. I can see if we can get us some leads. Maybe work out where we can get us some badger moles. How about we reconvene here in about an hour?
That sounds about right, yeah.
Okay. Varric walks off, accompanied by Sheila. Not Nigel. Nigel can stay. Okay, so the atmosphere among this place. I mean, there's people out trading, but everyone seems very sort of dour in their expressions. And as you're walking through the streets, they're sort of looking at you with quite grave concern, the hint of distrust. As you approach certain people, they back into their homes and shut the doors behind them.
These guys are giving me the same kind of vibes I got off Boris's cat. We might not be as welcome here, I think. They're giving me Preety vibes. That's what I'm calling it.
Yeah, that's valid.
Sora, you seen the massive, like, sand tracks to our left?
Yes.
It looks like is it badger moles that are in the Earth Kingdom?
Yeah.
Wait, Sora's lost her voice, so she can't actually speak, but she's visibly very excited about the badger moles.
She can speak if she wants to.
Yeah.
Not.
I mean, it has
Not
been
today.
a whole day.
She's lost her voice today because she's
you've
been
been
talking
through
about the Earth Kingdom geology or something on the ship for ages,
okay.
so she lost her voice.
You've had a sleep since then, though.
Yeah, it's fine. The next day, your
she
voice
could
is
have regained
massively
her
better
voice
now.
since then.
Get Cova. Do you know what? Get Cova to heal it. Cova. Work your magic.
Oh god.
Payback for the airbending.
Time to get fucking waterboarded.
Right, you ready?
If it goes wrong,
Like,
it will be a waterboarding. That's
never
gonna be
talks
great.
again.
What the hell's my rolls tonight? It's all for pointless shit.
Mixed success. So
too.
what are you trying to do?
Apparently heal her throat, so I guess put a little bit of the. I'm gonna use the water that I got from the ocean because it's
Partial
nothing, like,
success.
majorly important.
Partial success. Okay, so first of all, Sora, are you allowing Cova to do this to you?
Doesn't have a voice,
Yeah,
she can't say no.
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay, are you willingly
I mean,
willingly
I'm a bit
opening your
hesitant.
mouth? Okay. Okay, so it's sort of like being at the dentist, you know, you sort of like lean back, hold your mouth open, and your jaw is sort of twitching slightly against the strain as Cova sort of leans over you. And you can feel his sort of surprisingly soft hands around your face as he sort of positions your mouth carefully and starts bending the water around in a swirling motion. And it spirals into like a small water drill, which slowly arches and pushes down towards your lips. It's quite horrendous, honestly. You're literally seeing this spiraling water that's now pushing its way. As it enters your teeth, you can feel it like pushing the enamel off the
God.
edges of your teeth, giving you quite a deep clean. And you
terrifying.
instantly know. You instantly
I feel
know
very
this
violated.
this is not a
terrifying.
healing. This is not healing water right now. You can allow him to do it, or you can push him away.
I think I'll push him away and let my voice just heal overnight.
Can I roll to like counter her?
Yeah, you can.
Me away?
Sure, yeah, go on.
So
Contested
push your
roll.
luck
Yeah, push your luck. Go on, really push it in.
or deny a call out. Oh, that's NPC.
That's a different one.
Yeah, push your luck.
This is now non-consensual.
Oh yes.
I'm sorry, you're being held. Your mouth is being held open as you start
Horrible.
like twisting against this water that's now. Oh! Suddenly, the soreness in your throat does seem to dissipate, and you, though slightly gagging, you actually feel. Yeah, the soreness is gone. You actually feel like you've eased up quite a bit. You even had like a slight sort of you felt like almost a swelling in the tonsils, which seems to have dissipated as well, and you feel a bit better than you did before.
How's your throat?
Must be awkward for everyone watching us because we're doing this out in public as well.
Yeah. Townspeople are
a public
well,
like
right to
dentistry
judge
appointment.
But yeah, Sora, how's your throat?
Yeah, I think I've got my voice back now.
Cool. I just kind of slightly like smirk, like, and like let Sora see my smirk, like.
Although I'm still pretty mad that you did it against my will.
Well, someone pushed me over the ship.
You know, it is, you should actually not. You know, if someone clearly doesn't want to do something, you've got to make sure that you know.
Nigel, no one asked you, mate.
Look,
we need
Kova,
a lesson with Kova about consent there.
Kova, I'm just talking Nigel here, okay?
Nigel, no. Shush.
It's just very
What do you mean
important.
to Nigel?
Shush, Nigel.
Nigel, no.
All right, okay. Well, I've obviously overstepped something here. I'll just, you know, if your friend, you know, doesn't want you to do something, you know, maybe don't make them do it. It's all I'm. Sorry, I'll keep my mouth shut.
I can't believe we're getting lectured on consent by a fucking pirate.
He sort of steps away. He steps away and sort of goes off down this little alley bit on his own.
I mean, it's kind of like trying to give a pill to a cat. The cat wouldn't want to have the pill, but obviously if it needs, like, you know, to treat it for it, you still have to shove the pill right into his fucking throat, which is what.
So is he going to go off and think about this? Because obviously, I mean, the pirates have captured people. If he's questioning consent now.
Yeah.
Is this growth on Nigel's part?
Is he going to?
We did have a very long talk yesterday.
Fuck.
But he was also told by Kova to shut up when he'd thought about that. So you know that's the pushback.
I'm gonna storm off in a huff.
Can't believe you know did something against someone's consent and you're angry about it.
Fucking
incel Kova.
I get over it very quickly though when I see the badger moles.
I'm gonna like explain the reason for my storming off and the fact that I realised that I acted like my dad there.
Oh.
So that's the whole reason. Like I'm like shit.
Man, rapey Kuruk.
Yeah, literally.
That's what they call him.
So yeah, so that's why I've stormed off. I'm just like, oh, I'm not storming off because of Nigel. I'm just storming off because like
it's all right. Okay. Everyone's stormed off in separate ways.
Yeah.
As you're sort of walking down the street, there's a singular person that sort of looks from their house and approaches you. I just realised the music stopped. Flawless. Approaches you. Kind of meekly. Excuse me, you're from outside, aren't you? You're from foreign lands, correct?
I guess you could say that.
He sort of looks you all up and down. You're not bringing trouble with you, are you?
No. We brought a turtle duck.
I'll show him some fucking trouble. Look at him. How's he out in the desert like this and he's still so pasty?
I mean, turtle ducks aren't really trouble, are they? They're harmless, so
Peck his fucking face off.
You've not seen what Malcolm can do.
Oh, I wasn't there.
I've got a taste for it now.
I see, he's had someone's arm.
Are you people perhaps looking for work?
I mean, I've already got an internship now.
It would only be a temporary job, and it'd be... You see, this village has fallen under difficult circumstances. Our chieftain is looking for people who can help him solve a very personal issue. We would be
Finally,
indebted to you if you could help us. Well, I'm not in a position where I can talk about it out in the open like this, but if you're willing to speak with him,
Speak with the chief.
go over
yeah,
in
like
person.
Shaka's the kind of guy that wouldn't say he's the kind of guy taking like 100 side quests at once.
Yeah, and I'm just like, yeah, money. I'll take it on.
I'm down. I want to chat with the chief.
Good. If you follow me, I'll take you through.
Chief.
So you are led through the streets. People literally are like watching from their windows as you pass down the like sandy road. You can hear in the distance the shuffling and the sort of the badger moles over the hill. And as you pass through, you're brought through to a very large manor building. Now, this building is clearly the nicest building in this kind of squalid little village. It is practically a manor house. And as you approach, the two guards are standing in front of the door that look to the man leading you through, and they sort of nod and open the doors through for you. And you're led into a large building, which I haven't got a map for, until we get to the end chambers, which I'll bring you through to now.
Oh, hello.
What?
Mate, he's
So
pasting
you reach, and imagine he's on a big seat. Really
I'm gonna
nice
have, like,
seat.
slyly joined at the back of the group for this.
Yeah, just
so I don't
snuck
miss
in at the
anything.
back. As you arrive through, he looks at each of you and gestures for his guards to leave. The doors shut behind you, and you are sort of met with this quite imposing man. He's fucking built. This guy is like a unit. He's like got like this big barrel chest, like huge biceps, and a big sort of red beard. His hair tied back behind him. Actually has, not shown in the picture because I didn't have the option to have it, but he's got like quite an expensive clasp. It's kept in place that's like embedded with diamonds. He gestures for you to take a seat in front of him.
Hi, my name's Taka. I hear that you have something that you need help with, potentially.
Yes, I have important business. I am looking for people who can help reunite me with my lost son.
Okay.
He bows his head thoughtfully. And we'll leave it there. There we go. We'll explain the rest of it in the next session.
You did an Obi! Why?
I did a
You've been hanging out with him too much.
yeah, Obi did not
damn
invent
it.
the cliffhanger.
I know, but he always does
Strangely
it.
enough.
But he always does this to me.
It works though, because it
Damn
means people are going to tune into the next stream
I
and
know
find out
it's
what
almost
happens
like-
next. It always works.
Yeah, you
It's
want to
like
know
emotional
what's going on with this
abuse
guy's
almost.
son. What's going on with this weird side story that we're now kicking into? Who knows what crazy adventures can kick off? Who is this Varric man? Why do some people seem to know who he is and others
I wanna
don't?
know who
Like, what do
Chin
you know?
is.
I want to know what's happening
Who's
between
Chin?
Varric and Lauban.
I mean, I'm the only one that's rolled today.
It's not just about
Literally
rolling; it's about
Yeah,
role
it's
play
not-
as well.
Person.
I
I
was
was about to say, I've
playing.
definitely learned something. I've learned there's a whole other man that I've got no fucking clue about, and he knows everything about me.
Yep.
I would argue that that is something.
I have so much planned with your narrative that I'm just going to drip feed through.
Mate, it's blowing my fucking brain.
He heard Malcolm. He can hear him and
I
speak
know,
to
that
him.
fucking blew my mind. I thought that
And
was just like a voice
trip
in
me
her
the
head.
fuck out. My jaw dropped.
How long have you been planning that plot twist, though? Let's be real.
Oh, so basically, so Shannon did. I asked Shannon, I was like, "Do you actually have a backstory?" And she's like, "I don't know." I was like, "Right, amnesia, and I'm gonna fucking write this." And
I kind
honestly,
of just went fuck my shit up.
it was like you've given me a blank page that I can just do what I want with, which makes it so much easier for me from a narrative perspective as well. Like having you as basically, I can use you as plot hooks and like, you know, for the
It's
greater
working.
narrative. It's
I'm
much
having a
easier,
great time
much
as
easier to
well.
shape it in, you know.